for joining us today. Those that have been following me, normally I don't come on this early, but I wanted to come on here yesterday because I didn't. I got off really late yesterday, and so therefore I wanted to come on early today and discuss some things that I feel that, especially if you are interested in doing real magic and doing spirituality with me, Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. If this is your first time in my life, I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRS. Those are the African tradition sciences that we utilize to navigate and utilize energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys that come onto this live, we thank you so much for sharing, and also for your likes, and also for the comments that you put behind the video. What's up, Shamari? Up with me early this morning. This is what we call as above, so below. This is mercurial energy. This is our Bible study day, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys for actually checking for Apostle Ely and being a part of these platforms, being a part of the things that we make available to many of you guys worldwide. I also want, what's up there, Mama Susan in the house? What's up there, Jelly Sweets? Come on in, y'all is coming on early. I appreciate that. I got up, I actually got some rest. My first day back from work, it was a doozy for me, and UPS put it to me. You know, that's what they do when you take an extra day, but that comes along with the territory. What's up there, Hardcore Aquarius? What's up there from San Antonio, Texas? What's up there, son? Appreciate that. Early bird catches that worm. I know that's right. Get that worm. Yes, go for the worm. Peck for the worm. Anyway, but to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for your continued support, and also for you that have been following me for a while, that have been listening to my videos. And one of the things that I want to do on today, even though I need to get off early as possible, because I have to go to work, I want to explain, especially when it comes down to interacting with spiritual people, spirituality, real magic, looking for manifestation, wanting help, and all of these things. And what I teach also applies to the natural world, because there's duality in anything. And so a lot of times when you hear me make these statements, even if you don't work with me, even if you don't buy my products, if you take the wisdom, it's going to make your life better. It doesn't matter if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, whether you're a mystic, Ajay, in the church, out of the church, atheist. Universal laws apply to every single individual. Understanding the seasons, the times that you're in, knowing what you want out of life. You may not get there as fast as the next man, does not mean you won't get there. Not having what the next man have don't mean that you cannot achieve. If you're willing to dedicate, you're willing to commit, you're willing to deny self, it changes the evolution of your energy. And so therefore, whether you're a fixed sign, whether you're a cardinal sign, whether you're a mutable sign, your modality, whether you are air, fire, earth, water, or it all will make life better for you. What's up, Alicia Williams? In the house. Taurus being in the house. Preaching, and every one of you guys. Now, I'm going to be talking about some things, and I want you to really give me an opportunity today to explain what I do and why I do it. Because there's always mythology behind my madness. And the reason why I use the word madness is because a lot of times people think, well, oh, what's the big deal of this, or what's the big deal of that, until you find out why. And a lot of times that people don't realize I am a problem solver. I'm a Sagittarius, moon in Aries, and rising sign is Pisces. I'm a problem solver. I don't like problems. I try to minimize as much issues, circumstances as I can from day to day situation, because at the end of the day, if I got to do it, and it's a hard, like my job is a hard job, so if I got to do it, I'm gonna find the best method to get that job done as efficient and safe for me as possible. And so I go about everything that I do with that kind of mindset. So even when I got this platform, even when I got this is why I'm particular about people. Let me explain something to you about Minister Mario, son of a Chosen. First of all, there's a certain level of dedication. I needed people that were close to me, that could get mad with me and still do their job. I want to talk to y'all today. There is a method to my madness. I try to teach people how to navigate when it comes down to being successful. Because if you have people in your life that are good with their job, but when they get mad with you, they don't do their job, that still causes you problems. I know that I have a very strong temperament. I'm a Sagittarius. I'm liable to say 9 times out of 10 I'm going to speak my mind, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to bring some type of offense. And so anybody that close to me got to be strong-minded. Anybody that close to me got to have themselves together. You know why? Because they can easily be thrown off by my personality. Okay? It is what it is. When you understand who you are, then you know how to navigate. And you also can teach other people how to navigate your waters. If you want to be successful, whether it is in a natural relationship or because a lot of times when it comes down to women are always building relationships, but they ain't always building healthy relationships. And when I try to teach people, now, when you want to meet Chief Apostle, now this is what I don't do. I learned real early in ministry. I don't go nowhere without a witness. I don't go nowhere by myself where I don't have somebody to verify what was said and not said, did and not done. I don't go into situations that could eventually cause me problems. I'm going to say that again. A lot of the things that we go through in life, we don't want to listen. And so therefore, what I have done in my platform is, if you want to get in touch with Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. and you feel like you got a problem or a situation and circumstances that you just need so much help, and so now you want, there's a website that I pay good money. Thank you for coming on my website, helping to navigate this, okay? In honor of my Fedi Fushango. Now, there's so many Christian platforms that you could be out there this morning, but you thought enough of me to be on my platform, so thank you. What's up, Unveiling and my Pisces in the house? You are the same people that I'm turning away wickedness that's still out here stealing from African or melanated people and utilizing their wealth to continue your wealth. So, until you straighten out your own house and your own race, this house right here is off limits, okay? And that's another thing that I tell you guys about getting on social media. You cannot get on social media looking for validation. You cannot get on social media looking for somebody to make you feel important or that you're right. When you get out here, you need to know your stuff. You need to know who you are, why you are here, your purpose, what is your area of audience. You need to know who you are able to relate to, who you can't relate to. And that's why these things are important. When you're trying to honestly learn magic, you need to know how to navigate. You need to know how to navigate when in structure. And a good leader, a good businessman or woman is going to have instructions out there. So it does not matter if you ordered something 2 years ago. You have an order number. If you wanted to get in contact, if you sent me a Cash App, there's a receipt. If you sent a Zelle, there's a receipt. If you went through PayPal, there's a receipt. There are certain things when you get out here on the professional level. Good morning. How you doing? Much love to you. It is so important that you know what you are out here to speak about, how you are to minister. And so I'm always trying to teach people how to navigate with my Sagittarius energy, how to deal with my moon in Aries and my rising sign Pisces. And many people, it's not because the instructions are not on the website. It's not because the instructions are not in the bio. It's not because the instructions are not in the description. Many people get involved in spirituality. Now I'm gonna give you one more chance. James. So I'm gonna ask you this, James. You came on my platform. So I want to ask you, do you know what teabagging is? Do you know, James, do you know what teabagging is? So if you don't know what teabagging, your daddy definitely knows what teabagging is, okay? He teabags these nuts, okay? When I came in here, I gave you an opportunity to find you somebody to play with. And I'm not on my live to play with people like you with this false Christianity. Now, what I will instruct you is when you are trying to witness Christ and you're trying to witness your perception of what is right and wrong and what is needful for the people, then what you need to do, and where's my moderators? No, it's not about what I'm going to do. It's how I'm going to address you, because you weak. You don't have your picture up. You don't have fake. Your powers are fake. Now this is where all of those that have experienced my powers, this is where y'all come in. That's all you have to do is address, because these type of people need to put stuff in typo. So we want to address James. So are my powers fake? I am the vessel. You are the recipient of my powers and my abilities. So we're going to address James. Are my prayers fake? Are my powers fake? Are my abilities fake? Because you guys have experienced the spirituality that I offer. So that's when this is how you address people. You don't argue with them. They say it's fake. This is your testimony. No, we want, because he's putting this in record. As he types, he's putting this in record. So how you address, I'm trying to show y'all how to navigate. I always address people with the truth. I always address people with facts. I don't go back and forth with the obvious. What I do is I let other people speak in my behalf, because they are the recipient of my gifts, my talents, and my abilities. So when somebody says something about a man or a woman, then if they have a resume, then that resume speaks in their behalf. This is why I share these things with you all. So not only in my given situation, but if you are out here on the platform, this is why you want to do proper work. So therefore the people that are the recipient of your work can speak in your behalf. And this is why I allow people to have certain says on these platforms, to teach you guys how to address certain things without going back and forth. Now, I have no problem making individuals out of believers. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people say things they don't believe, positive or negative. But this is why I have so many different ways and tools where I can help you navigate to get certain things done. And one thing, not only do people don't have to believe in me, they don't have to believe in my deities, they don't have to believe in my gods, they don't have to believe in my power, because they're not here to exchange that type of energy. What they are here is that because of social media. Now this is what I'm going to say, because I think this will help. On social media, don't y'all ever forget this. I'm trying to give y'all some navigation. On social media, you have a right to transform yourself into whatever you want. You can be the big bad wolf. You can be the baddest chick on the block. You can be you might be 5'4". You can turn yourself into 6'2". On social media, you can make yourself whatever you want to be. Okay? And so therefore, you can make yourself as grown as you want to be. What's up there, my sister on here? I love you back, sis. And so why that is important, because when you're out here on social media and you're on platforms like this, people can become whatever they so choose. It's almost like dealing in the dream world. You can fly in the dream world. You can walk through walls. You can shoot fire from your anus. You know, there's things that you have the capabilities of doing. And on social media, you can go from being a black woman to being a white man with blue eyes. You understand? So this is the same concept that is true when people are arguing or trying to combat on social media. They can spew anything they want to, because it doesn't have to be challenged. It doesn't have to be true. It don't have to be significant. They don't have to have anything going for themselves. They can just spew anything they want to, and it goes into records in the archives of social media. And so therefore, I want to teach you why it is important to be reactive in a sense of having the information already on download. And so therefore, you can combat that same information with truth. Because one thing you can't do, you can't control what people say and do, but you can control how you respond to it. And I like to always be in a proactive position with people, places, and things. And so that's why I get on these platforms. And so you're never going to get Apostle Ely, because there are so many type of people. I have my Patreon, I have my Zelle, I have my Cash App, I have my website, and no matter how many times I tell people how to get in touch with me, they're always trying to go through my my email. You have to get a consultation to actually get my attention. You have to put your money where your mouth is. And then you get an order number. It does not mean, sir and ma'am, that I am going to do your reading, your consultation, your whatever right away. I've never, ever, ever said that. I am a working pastor. Let me break this down to you. What that means is my church does not take care of me. I have a full-time job at United Parcel Service. And I have a long work schedule. I have 29 years in that. Why should that matter to you if you want to work with Apostle Ely? Because that means that when I work for you, no one else does your work. I do that. So normally it's going to be on the weekend or on my vacation. So people that want to work with me are patient and they prefer my type of working. And so therefore, I don't live off of I don't have the luxury of the 24 hours that a pastor, male or female, that is being taken care of by their congregation. My mortgage is not supported and taken care of by my congregation. And so therefore, I have to go to my man-made job and create the revenue to pay my bills. And so therefore, in order for my church to exist, I utilize my gift to generate donations in order to pay bills. Now, do people in my church give? Yes, they do, but they do not give to support all that we do. Can I say that again? Even the people that give on the regular do not give to support all the bills, the internet, and everything that we do, because most black people that come to black American churches are there to take more than there to give. Okay? And so therefore, because of what I am doing that is so costly in OCHA, we already know that it takes a village to raise a child. So me being a child of Oya, me being a child of Babalu Aye, me being a child of Oshun, me being a child of Ogun in OCHA, this is the stipulation that I let people know. And this is why I say this. Because because you have a working BMW, a black man working, that he has to wait till he gets off of his job if he has the time. Because I may have the window of 45 minutes to sometimes 20 minutes from the time I get off to take a bath, do a cleansing, and then come online. If I have that. So sometimes, some weeks, I'm able to come on every night because sometimes UPS, because of my load, I'm able to get off and give myself enough time to do it. And there's other times I can't make it. This is why this stuff is important. Because a lot of times when we hear pastor, we immediately think, oh, he getting taken care of. Who told you that? I've never, ever told anybody that I get taken care of by the church, because I don't. Okay? And that's important when you're navigating in these waters. I give the instructions so that therefore you don't feel like you're being taken advantage of, that you understand that when I do your candle work, so if you decide to get a candle work, so let me explain to this. I have method to my madness, instructions. I do not send out candles. Know why? Because when you're doing candle work, that is fire magic. The average person, male or female, mostly female, they're going to interject their emotional state on their work. And when they're looking for certain things to happen, a lot of times they're not considering the energy that they're pouring into that candle. So therefore, I do your candle work. I do your candle work when I have available time. I have stipulated, and constantly let you know, I am servicing people worldwide. So if you put an order in today and you're expecting me to do it today because you sent in an order for today, then you're not being rational. You're not even being rational. I don't care if you're male, female. I don't care if you're gay, straight, or bi. I don't care if you're rich or poor. You're not being rational. That means I'm going to move your working ahead of all these other people that have purchased their orders. So people that work alongside with me understand my situation and my circumstances, and they still want me to do their work. That means that if somebody's a hairstylist and they can be booked up for 3 months and you still want that particular person to do your hair, you're going to wait 4 months. That's the beauty of giving instructions and being able to navigate. The reason why I tell many of you guys that I am looking for somebody like Minister Mario, in the sense that does not discuss your business, is because the women don't want to be honest. The moment you find out somebody's husband know your business, the moment you find out somebody's wife know your business, because spirituality is a very personal thing. Everybody don't want people to know that they getting work done for this, that, and another thing, and that's their prerogative, and that is their right. That's their right to privacy. But everybody that works in the spiritual community don't believe in keeping people business. This is why I stipulate why I don't want you guys discussing certain things, because as long as you're in a good mood, you're going to be cool. But the moment you're not in a good mood, now all of a sudden you're going to have a problem, and you're going to make it a problem. And what I like to do is I like to minimize problems. I like to minimize doorways, windows, cracks, crevices that can potentially lead to an issue. And that's why I have been as successful as I have been to have so many women on my platform and working with so many men and women from all around the globe, because I understand the mindset. I understand the emotional instability that people have. And so therefore, when you follow the navigation, you go to the website and you say, you know what? If I need this, this is what this is. If I need that, that's what. All you have to do is follow instruction. And therefore, you already, at that point, you have a receipt. It just go back to what they teach us in the Bible. Remind God of his word. Take him back to his covenant. Take him back to his written word. Same thing. You don't have to argue with me when you have your receipts. I don't have to argue with you when I have mine. It's so simple. And it keeps down confusion, it keeps down frustration, and it helps us to represent the ATRs in a more professional. What's up, my baby Scorpio? I just saw that. A more professional, a more profound, and then people have better experiences. Because at the end of the day, when you're going through something and you're dealing with it, you want to have the best experience. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care how much of a hardship it is. I don't care how much of a downtrodden time you're going. When you come to somebody spiritual, you want to have the best type of experience that you can possibly have in your condition or circumstance. And so therefore, in order to have that, I must have certain things and certain tools out there so you can do that. There's so many times I have to redirect people back to my website because they're trying to find other ways to get to me. They're trying to find other ways to get counseling. Find other ways. There ain't but one way to get a counseling from me. Consultation. If your money in your mouth, you're not going to get consultation from me. We're not going to have a long drawn conversation over the internet through emails, through messages, instant messages, none of that. Because that's how I lose money. I cannot maintain what I got going on if I am giving out free counsel. If you are going to people on my platform and asking, do you do this? Then there's no need for me if you're going to share information that I have given you. And so therefore, they don't see a need to have a consultation with Apostle Ely because we're out here distributing. If a restaurant is going to give out free food, then how are they going to sell food? I'm going to wait. A lot of this has nothing to do with you're ignorant. A lot of this doesn't have anything to do with lack of understanding. It is that you're going to find a way to get around the instructions that were given to you so you can navigate where I can have a positive experience with you and you have a positive experience with me. Grand Rising, my chocolate. Oh, I like the way y'all come in here. Congratulations again on your thank you so much, baby. I appreciate that. And once again, we're still celebratory in that. But I want y'all to understand that it's a good thing that you have structure on my platform. It is a good thing that we have moderators. There's a good thing that we have people that we can trust that understand that sometimes people do have questions that they may not know how to. Let me tell y'all something. Whether I trust certain people at certain levels, I know my sheep, I know my flock. I know their personalities. I know my liars, I know my cheaters, I know my cons, I know my givers, I know my ones ain't gonna give, I know the ones that gonna run their mouth, ain't gonna do nothing, I know the ones that gonna run their mouth and they still gonna help, I know the ones that'll get up 4 days in the morning for me, and I know the ones ain't fit to get, if they stay right next door to me, they won't come and help me. I know who I'm working with. And so a part of this is you trusting me that when I tell you something about my platform, about my content, this is another thing. I try not to allow people to do certain things because I understand the moment people do certain things, they feel like they own you or they feel like they own your property or your stuff. And so therefore, I try to limit people's assets, not because I don't need help. Let me tell y'all this. I am a small ministry. but I'm doing big things and I do need a lot of help. But I have to have a certain type of help. And everybody that helps me does not have good intentions for me. Can I say that and be honest with you guys? I understand that there are other people that have ulterior motive. And so therefore I have to be slow. I have to be intentional, and I have to keep a distance because I am still trying to build healthy relationship with people that are not healthy, that have no good intention. There are people that, male and female, that's here just to sex me, that are trying to get me in the bedrooms, bathroom, on the corner, whatever. I navigate beyond that stuff. But there's a way that I move. There's a way that I deal, because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with being attracted to me. It is something wrong with you operating on there. I'm always at some point trying to teach people how and why I do what I do. I can be nice to anybody. I can flirt. I can have fun with people, and that's fine. But I always know that I'm a leader. I'm a leader of a church. I understand that when I go out, I cannot be out by myself, because there's a situation that may occur. If I don't have a witness, it's their word against mine. I'm not 15. I am 51 years old. There's no way that I should be caught into certain situations. And so therefore, why would you trust me at 51 if I don't have good judgment for myself? If I don't know how to navigate my own gift, my own talent, my own ability in these spiritual streets, then how am I going to teach you? How I'm going to be able to tell you how to set up structure and then you enforce those structures when I got structure set up that I'm not enforcing? The purpose of me being a leader and coming out here and sharing, being transparent, is for you to find yourself in places and say, you know what? I remember Apostle Eda teaching this message. This is why I was telling you guys about my Patreon and different things. I know you're not listening. You heard that. You read that. You don't understand the value of character. I learned something studying, and I read this from Joe Jackson about Michael Jackson. And this is the advice that Joe Jackson gave his son. He said, son, people can mess with your reputation, but they cannot mess with your character. I'm going to say that again. People can get out here and say whatever they want. We on the internet, the worldwide net, people can say whatever. And that can affect your reputation, positive or negative. But what they cannot affect is your character, because you are in control of your character. How you act, respond, deal, that's your character. And so therefore you get on social media and you exemplify your character before people that know you and don't know you. And that is, you need to have wisdom of how you portray yourself on social media. That is, nobody gets on here and told me to put chief behind my name. Nobody told me to go put apostle behind my name. Nobody told and you have to be able to back those things up. Nobody told me to get out here and burn incense burns on my social media platform. Nobody. I pay for my website so you can be able to navigate to get to me or to my products or my services. That's why we spend that money. So you'll be able to 745. Okay. You will be able to get your finances in if you don't have Cash App, if you don't have Zelle, PayPal. We try so many different outlets. We have to pay for that. So you can utilize whatever payment method you have to interact with me. That's for the benefit and the convenience of the consumer, which eventually it makes it a convenience for me. But initially it is for you to be able to have payment method, because everybody don't have good credit. That won't help. Everybody don't have checking accounts. That won't help. Everybody don't have credit cards. That won't help. And so therefore we create a platform, a navigational system whereby you can still get you some help no matter what state you're in. I don't think that's a bad thing, sir and ma'am. I think that's a good thing. And so therefore, I come on this platform with the intention of helping melanated people. Now, the reason why Chief Apostle says that he is the pastor and the apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and his beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRS. He is formally announcing to everybody that deals with him today, tomorrow, 50 years from now, that he believes in African sciences. That means he believes in melanated sciences. That means that he believes in black deities. He believes his powers comes from the creation of black gods and goddesses. That's what he believes. It's not up for debate. If you walk in my church, you're not going to see a white Santa Claus. If you walk in my church, you're not going to see a white Archangel Michael. If you walk in you're not. I put that on the front. It's on this. If there's nothing hidden, that is for your personal benefit. So you're not engaging. I am going to my deities, my eguns, my ancestors that are African. My mother is dark like me. My father is dark like me. My grandmother dark like me. My father's mother is Indian. I need you to understand that I put all that transparency out there so you're not confused. I got 3 black baby mamas. 3 black African Kunta Kinte America. I got you, Mother Susan, and I appreciate you. You done did your job. Anything else, it's on me. So, this is why I say these things. So you're not because of the fact that you don't know me, I am giving you as much tangible information so you will understand who you are dealing with. And so therefore you can make a choice as a grown man and woman. Do you want to navigate these streets with me? And that's the fairest I can be with anybody of any background, any circumstance or situation or circumstances. But there are things out there that we have on this platform that we have out there. It's for your benefit and for you to follow those instructions that you can benefit from what I have to offer. And they're going to be there. If you support and you give donations, that's what I take them as. And once I have this stuff over there, I got the finish over there, I got my candles lit. I have other stuff that I have not been able to do because I've been in ceremony. If you don't know what ceremony is, I had to sleep on the floor. A 51-year-old man sleep on the floor in front of my Orishas. It's a lot. And I had to do it in my padrino's house. I wasn't home. I wasn't in the comfort of my establishment. And so this is why I explain to you guys what's going on. If I'm traveling, if I'm going here, I tell you that I had a 3-hour drive. Logically, you would say, you know what? He's going to be tired. I'm not going driving over there and going to a hotel and resting. I am going over there to do ceremonial work. No, then Beyonce is going to travel to Japan or wherever she goes, and then she's going to do a concert. She's not going over there relaxing. She's tired, but she got to get up and do her job. They got to get up and administrate and put things into order. It's the same thing. When I come to your countries or your cities or wherever I'm going to be interacting with many of you guys this year, I'm coming to work. And so therefore I get my proper rest so I can do my services the way that I need to do. And so that's why I do that, to protect myself and to protect you, so I can keep my character as clean and as protected, as honored as I can. It's not easy out here to maintain a certain reputation when you have so many people that do not have good character. And so therefore there are things that I make sure that are in place. I don't trust everybody with your business because I got talking ass people in my church. And the moment you find out that their husband know your business, you're going to be pissed. The moment you find out their boyfriend know your business, you're going to be pissed. And you're not going to be pissed with them. You're going to be pissed with me. But I told you, don't discuss your business with nobody but me. I gave you instructions. Nobody needs to know your business with me. I will die with your business. They're not going to die with your business. If you have an issue with them, they're going to tell it. I'm not. Because I don't care. Because I put instructions up there. I know how to resolve issues. So if you follow these instructions, your navigation will be a lot more good, profound, good, great experience, all of that good stuff. But if you are constantly trying to find out other ways of getting around the instructions that are there. If you want, I told you, if you want the talisman, I told you how to get that. I told you if you just want to cash at me or you want to Zelle me or whatever, I told you how to do that. I told you that if you want to get a consultation or a progression reading or get my classes, I gave you all of those things. You can get all of that. I made it easy. But I still have to do the work. So even if you put an order in, I have to physically do your work. I have to physically bag your material. I have to physically take your package to UPS and send it out. That's not something that I'm meditating and it's floating and I'm snapping my fingers and popping it. No, that ain't what's going on. I have to get that stuff done. So I can't be in two places at once. Okay? So I hope this helps. I hope this, and if you listen, follow instructions, a lot of things will make a lot of sense. It's to your benefit. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out of here. Pisces guys say I'm older. I know that's right. I love y'all. I do really do. But we got to follow these instructions for your benefit.